Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is October 11th. We are, I think, 20:11 p.m. at night, in around there. Anyways, let's get started. 10:30. Alright, let's get started. So if you're interested in what I'm about to show you, make sure you get on my newsletter at quantlabs.net/contact, or just jump into the chat server at quantlabs.info. So what I'm going to show you right now is where things are at. I made some big updates last Friday. Let me just show you here at Quant Labs, the YouTube channel. And this is the video I'm referring to. Trading Signals Now, private chat server, not Telegram. Okay, so I'm going to let you watch that video. But here we are with the chat server and the latest round of signals. So this is them. I've been running this for about maybe an hour to 2 hours or so, and this is what's available. So we get our trading setups here. So this was generated probably 12 minutes ago. So we have some setups for Kraken. Here's our top performers right here that I've shown. On top of that, we also have Coinbase. So these are our Coinbase top performers right there, and these are the ones with the ranking and the score for the order book as well. So there's that, and I just want to show you what was happening over the last hour or so. So these are 15-minute charts. I'm just going to show you Coinbase for now, overlaying it with Kraken. Just takes up a lot of RAM on this system. So since Bitcoin, you can see here that Bitcoin's moved up a little bit. Is this Bitcoin? No, it's not. But you can see Bitcoin has just moved from 40,000 September 20th all the way up now, pushing 57,000 or was. So it's gone up a lot, almost 50% since the beginning of October. Now the next one that's been performing really well is Shib Inu. Here's the one-day chart. You can see that here at, let's say, 1,000 all the way up to 3,000. So it's already gone up 3 times. So that is since the end of September there. And you can see it's just shot right up. Now again, this is on Coinbase. Other coins that are starting to move is Solana. You can see here earlier Solana over the summer from August in around end of July, let's say, a price of $27, $29, shot all the way up, and then you're not seeing this incorrectly, up to 200. Okay, so it's almost gone up 10 times. This is probably one of the best performers of the year. Has dropped back, started to move up, and started to drift back. So right now it's $143, so it's lost about 25%. But there's more and more positive news coming out for this coin. Again, that is Solana. So those are probably your top coins. And then here we have AXS. Look at this. This is now an hourly move. We are moving from about, let's say, 113 all the way up to $123 in a few hours. You see how it shot up. Like this, you could do really well if you know about it and watch it. Okay. So those are our current movers, and the time I'm looking at here was about, let's see here, let's say at 21:41. So that was about an hour ago. Okay, so you can see here that Bitcoin has dropped off, but it's still marching up. Same with Shib Inu, like throughout the night. I think it's going to move up. Here we're seeing a little bit of a drift on Solana. And then we also have AXS, which has been doing really well. 1 inch is another one that's been moving. Well, you can see the downward pressure there. Now, also, let me remind you, you can get access to this on the chat server, but it's a hidden room. I've talked about it on that previous video I mentioned. Let me remind you the name of that video. Is Trading Signals Now, private chat server, not Telegram. So I moved everything from Telegram to this chat server that you're looking at. Okay, so these are now the most recent moves. So you can see here, here's our risk on, very risk on at 2.28, which is quite a bit. Time at 21.56. So let me just make sure this is our latest round. These get generated every half hour. Okay, so this is, as I said, this is probably about 10-15 minutes old. So let's go down and focus on Coinbase. The reason I don't focus so much on PERP is just due to the fact that Kraken doesn't have the same volume. So there's more trading opportunities here. So as an example, I talked about the Kraken trading chart setups. You can see here it's blank, but when you go over to Coinbase, there's lots, which we'll look at right now. So we have 1 inch, Bitcoin, and WBTC. But WBTC I don't bother with because it's the wrapper version of Bitcoin. So if you're going to trade it, trade Bitcoin. So I've already shown you the last 3. So they've done quite well. Okay. Now another hint that you know the market pressure is there is quite simply there's a lot of sell signals here with these coins hitting -38 or negative whatever. That's a sign that the market's about to go down, and it has. But there's always coins that do fairly well. As you can see here, the coins that I mentioned. So that's where that is at. I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow night, Tuesday, 7 p.m., and talk about the advantages of this. And I'm going to do it real time, so I can cover your questions. Now, another thing I want to put out there is I will be teaching pretty well. I'll be teaching basically a live class boot camp on how to get into crypto. As you know, I've come from the world of Binance, about 2-3 years experience, moving into here to Kraken, and just now looking at Coinbase. Now today I looked at Coinbase, both Coinbase Pro and the regular plain Coinbase, which is usually through your mobile app or your website of Coinbase. I couldn't believe how many coins there were that you could trade. If I was in the States, I could probably expand that even more to other more tradable coins. There is restrictions here in Canada as well, based upon my Kraken coin restriction list that I'm aware of. But if you want to get some liberty, you're better off to go elsewhere. Usually the restrictions are heavy in Australia, Canada, and US. Funny enough, those are supposed to be some of the freest countries in the world. And there you go. They're restricted. But UK, I don't think, has these same restrictions. So I can't say. But I just want to let you know about that. As I said, I'm looking at doing an intake of live trading, showing you how to trade crypto. Now, here's how it's going to evolve. It will be continuously evolving. Intakes that I'll be doing most likely will be monthly. So anybody that takes the first round can welcome back in the next intake. And as I said, I'm sure each intake will be slightly different as the coin list on Coinbase changes, maybe the technology changes, and just the overall market on Coinbase, and getting you into crypto so you can take full advantage of it, like namely this Bitcoin move that is really surprisingly, shockingly fast and steep now. So here's the Coinbase that I was referring to right here. Solano, I don't know if that'll come back, but definitely Shib Inu, 3-time return in the last couple of weeks. So if you want to learn more about that, we all know that the stock market's pretty well on a teetering of a big correction. U.S. markets, U.S. government's talking quite possibly of a U.S. Default. Obviously, it's not going to play out really well for the world. And do I care? No. When you get these kind of returns on crypto, this is the place to be. Now, here's the good thing. It's U.S. based, these exchanges. They are regulated by the U.S. government. So they're all legit for now. I do think a majority of them will be okay no matter what happens to the crypto space. But the reason they want to regulate them is they want to hobble you so you don't make money. They want to hobble you to ensure you don't have these financial opportunities. So this could be the last game and last round to take advantage of it. While we know where we're going with all this lovely medicine and global sickness that we're dealing with. I'll leave it at that. Here again, if you want to know more, is get on either the chat server, get onto the quantlabs.net/contact, fill out your info and get on the email list, or get on the chat server. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a good day.